After visiting every country in the world, I've taken so many public transportation systems. But one thing I don't understand is why is New York so bad? We're gonna find out in this video. Jesus Christ.
Really dirty.
I don't know if this is a combination of spit, nasty. What do you think about the subway system here?
I wouldn't trust it.
There's no glass door to protect a passenger from jumping off and killing themselves. I don't know what is going on over here, but it ain't pretty.
Is that mold?
How would you compare the Pyongyang Metro versus New York Metro?
Better in Pyongyang.
The subway in New York is not the way to go.
AJ, how would you describe the subway in one word?
Hassle.
Whoa, dude, it's sick. All right, I'm with AJ. Say hi, AJ.
Hi guys.
He's from New York City. We're about to show you the subway system of New York. Which station are we at now?
Right now we are at Union Square.
Let's go. So now you can pay with your card. This is a brand new system. You can actually pay with a credit card to enter the metro. For the record, that costs $2.75 for one ride. Almost $3. When you're walking through this metro, first of all, it's loud. I can't even hear myself think. Look at this. What is this? It's like half off. What do you guys think about the New York subway system?
Joe, it's free though, so it's just we students, we have the Metro card.
It's so unsafe. I can't even take the train at night. Like my mom, I'm not even allowed to take the train like that anymore. It makes me feel bad. Like I need the train to get around place, the fastest way of transportation, but it's too unsafe nowadays, especially being a young girl.
Trains are pretty gross, pretty grimy, not gonna lie.
Is there anything good about the subway?
It's just fast. That's it.
14th Street, Union Square. This is one of the busiest stations because it connects, really, it's right in the middle of Manhattan, so it really connects the whole city. You gotta pay attention to the signs. Uptown and Queens. One thing I do notice about the metro here is there's no glass door to protect a passenger from jumping off and killing themselves or getting pushed off. Is this a concern?
This is a concern. I don't know the stats on it, but it's a very real concern for New Yorkers.
Because like you can literally just step across. Like in Asia, if you step on the yellow, it'll flash at you and it'll say, get off the thing. But here you can just jump off. It's obnoxiously loud, which it shouldn't be. I'm comparing this to other metros in the world. It shouldn't be so loud. It's extremely dirty. I mean, just look. I don't know if this is a combination of spit, if it's gum, if it's snot, or all the above. You should know not to sit here.
But I see her all the time.
Are we gonna get
someone with a disability comes, then I get up. But people say don't sit on the head.
Something's dripping.
Oh, you're being dripped on? What's the craziest thing you've seen on a metro?
A guy smoking crack openly.
And did anybody say anything?
No. But the subway, it's underground New York. It's its own city, man. It comes with all of the problems, and I don't know, it's just underfunded, and people take refuge down here, but it's also the best place to observe New York, and depending on the time of day, which subway you're taking to where, you can see different communities and different performers.
Does the phone signal work down here? Sometimes. We're standing here on the edge, and there's puddles and trash and all kinds of right there. I just want to point out this whole system. These really ugly pipes. I don't know what the pipes are for. AC? Definitely not AC, it's hot in here. Payphones. I can't imagine if this works. I'm gonna test this payphone. Doesn't work. One thing I want to say is it is hot as in this metro. Sorry for calling it a metro. I know it's a subway, but for my purposes, it's a metro. It's raining outside, it's humid outside, and down here it is like an armpit. AJ, how would you describe the subway in one word?
Convenient, a hassle.
I would describe it as grungy. It's grungy.
I'm used to it.
The thing about the subway here is you have ultra wealthy, ultra poor, and everything in between, because it's quicker than traffic sometimes.
It is.
So you have millionaires riding the subway.
Yeah, but it's hard to breathe down here.
Let's go.
All right.
Can you lean on this though? Can I lean like this, or is that not advisable? So here's interesting, that's Hindi. Look, that's not English. So assuming that enough Hindi people are riding this specific line.
That's very interesting. If you
can't hold on, the trick is to put your weight on the back of your feet.
Clearly not good at it.
Or the sides.
Dude, that sound is unbearable. So we are now in 96th Street Station, and in case you're hungry, there's Ritz. Do you want them?
Bro, you actually picked it up?
What's wrong with that?
Who knows? That could be anything.
The fact that you're standing and breathing this air is debatably worse than touching this box.
Think about the mold in here.
The ceilings are low. You feel like you're trapped in a small space. The air quality's nasty. Oh, there's a guy sleeping over there. Homelessness in New York City is a serious problem, an injustice that often plays out in the subway system. Did you know that for every one displaced person here, there are about 3 vacant apartments? That statistic is crazy, and the city's response to the growing crisis is under fire. Instead of helping those in need to find shelter or jobs, the local government breaks up shelters and pushes people to the streets. So the next time you're on the subway, I'd encourage you to spare that extra dollar. It can go a very long way for someone who really needs it. Thankfully, there's kind of AC in here, but not really. It's so loud in here that you can't hear the conductor when he says what stop you're at. And conveniently on this subway, there's no maps anywhere. So if you don't have a phone and you can't hear, what do? You have to look at the signs when you get to each station. Take a guess. Take a gamble. There is no ventilation in here whatsoever. It is hot, steamy. I'm talking like Kuwait vibes hot. It is super, super hot in here. Yeah, I have a jacket on because it's raining outside. But man, I feel bad for these people that have to commute and wait in this non-AC subway.
Hey, what are these pipes for? Is that mold? What do you think that is?
I feel like if I get any closer to this wall, I'm gonna get a disease. I mean, I don't know if that's piss or tar or spit or somebody poured orange juice. I don't know what is going on over here, but it ain't pretty.
Drew, yeah, this guy's going over the world.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
What do you think about the New York subway?
I think there's no other city in the world where you can honestly, go conveniently, seamlessly.
So you're a fan.
Oh, I'm a super fan.
The experience of riding it, you think it's great?
Yeah. I mean, all things considered, with this being one of the biggest cities in the world, it does the job, right? I mean, I've been to places like Japan. I mean, you know the Japan subway system, right? It's immaculate, but I think there's a lot to come from the subway.
What are your thoughts on the New York subway?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of like hot and cold with it because, on a good day, it's great. Like, it's on time, the floor's clean, but then on those like really terrible days where it's like the weather's garbage, people are acting up, and it's not on time.
Do you ever feel unsafe riding the subway?
As a woman, yes. And as a woman of color, I'm always on high alert.
If you could describe the subway in one word, what would you say?
An adventure, like adventure.
Adventure.
Yeah.
I like the word adventure. What do you think about the subway here?
I think that they charging us too much money to ride this grimy, dirty, stinking subway. It's crazy, and the price is going higher and higher.
You're not a fan of the subway?
Nah, not really. The subway in New York is not the way to go.
What he said is true. Can you believe that in the 1930s, the subway used to only cost 5 cents? Fast forward to the 80s and that price hits $1 compared to the political fight to keep the fare under $3 today. Talk about inflation. As you can see, when you ask people how they feel about the New York City subway, opinions are a mixed bag. It really is a love it or hate it type of scenario. That's why we came all the way uptown to experience the raw street art culture that makes this metro special compared to others around the globe. Yo, this tunnel is cool. Graffiti tunnel. Oh my,
Man.
whoa, dude.
Wow.
Holy, this is like a half mile long, this tunnel.
I've lived in New York for like 4 or 5 years, which isn't a long time, but I've never seen anything.
Dude, I've never seen anything like this anywhere in the world. This is substantially long.
I did not know this existed.
It is so freaking cool. The more you walk around and explore, the more you discover. Right after this video was filmed, sadly, the city painted over the 191st Street tunnel, effectively whitewashing an entire neighborhood's art project. It just goes to show how fast things can change in New York City, like how the iconic yellow taxicabs have been replaced by Ubers in the blink of an eye. But what about the bus? So the bus is a lot cleaner than the subway, a lot cleaner and pleasantly enjoyable. I'm enjoying. I gotta say, it's a good alternative to the subway. And you can see the streets of New York. That's a benefit. You don't see anything in the subway. So I've noticed that mostly elderly here. Why is that, AJ?
Well, everybody who doesn't want to take the subway for safety or sanitary or physical reasons, they'll take the bus. That's just sometimes the better option.
Conclusion, bus is better than subway. With 472 stations and over 665 miles of track, the New York Metro is one of the most extensive and oldest subway systems in the world. But there's one line that stands out, and it serves my favorite borough, Queens. I'm about to take the 7 subway, which is known as the International Express, because there's so many different cultures riding it. Let's go. Just in case every single person on this train wants to hear blasting Spanish rap music. We got it. Did you know that this is the most diverse train in the world? This 7. Did you know that?
Yeah, I could tell.
What do you think about the New York subway? Be honest.
The daytime, I don't have much problem with it. Usually during the night.
What's wrong at night?
I mean, they usually delayed.
How about the people around the train stations?
Well, it depends, right? I mean, you keep hearing all this news about all the bad stuff happening, but I personally haven't experienced it so far, so it's difficult to say.
How would you compare the Pyongyang Metro versus New York Metro?
Experience, I would say like overall the experience is better in Pyongyang, but you have to like keep that in mind. It is like kind of like centralized management.
She just admitted that the metro in Pyongyang is better than the metro in New York, and she used to take it every day. So clearly not all stations are dirty. Which one is this?
This is Penn Station, a modern station, yeah.
It's cool. Whoa. This is actually my first time in this station, and
the ceiling.
It's sick. The cleanliness blows me away here compared to any other station. Like, this is enjoyable. This is like an airport terminal. It feels like an airport terminal. It is epic. Good for Penn Station. We're gonna head now to Washington Square. We are on the orange train, which is definitely a dirtier train and an older train.
I like trains of this design because it feels like old New York.
What are those things?
I think they're bronze statuettes, but he's a famous New York artist, and around stations around the city, he's got his little statues. The subway, as uncomfortable as it may be, it is a place to share art and words and music.
That is a rat crawling through the tracks. That's disgusting. I really want to hear your thoughts. Do you think the New York subway is awesome or totally gross like I do? For all the street art and pop-up performances, I just can't help but compare it to other metros around the world, which are so much cleaner and faster. Listen, if you're a New Yorker out there, don't hate me. I absolutely love your city, but this is just my opinion about the subway. I can't wait until my next visit here to see how much has changed in just a short time. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please comment your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to this channel for more awesome travels. And also, I'm giving away a free digital version of my top 100 best travel photos of all time. All you have to do is click the link below and sign up for my free email newsletter, and you'll be sent this straight to your inbox. Thank you guys. Stay safe, be spontaneous, and just go.